From Tails getting beat up to Maria possibly not getting shot, this is your top 10 things you may have missed from the Sonic 3 trailer. What is going on, guys? It's your boy Cisco, and today we're going to be talking about 10 things you may have missed in the Sonic 3 trailer plus some bonuses. And before we start, a shout out to the friends on screen for helping me write this video. Number 1. Prison Island reference. We start this list off with a really cool reference to Prison Island from Sonic Adventure 2. Not exactly a one-to-one, but that goes for many of the references in the Sonic movies. It's a prison or test facility on an island, and that's good enough for me as a definition. Number 2. Visible Clasp. While the limiter rings aren't exactly something we miss when seeing Shadow, what is worth noting is you can see in several scenes the notable clasp on the rings that may suggest that he will take them off at some point in the movie. Number 3. Shadow smiling. We know Shadow has an emo-like personality, however in one scene you can see Shadow having a subtle smile when with Maria, implying he was never always this way, and how Maria's death is a massive trauma for him, which in itself is obvious, but I'm happy they're sticking to that in the movies. Number 4. Old Army clothing. A really cool detail if you look closely at the gun soldiers approaching Maria, Shadow and Gerald is the fact that they're wearing old army type clothing, like they're using in the Vietnam War. A cool detail to show the fact that it was 50 years ago, as many people forget. And number 5, Maria is not shot dead. Sticking to the same scene, we have a really hot take on this channel that Maria is not actually going to get shot, but in fact dies from what seems to be an explosion or gets taken out by some debris. Which makes sense, given I wasn't sure how they'd handle the situation of such a dark moment, so don't be too surprised if it doesn't happen at all. Number 6. Similar frames to Shadow, game due to director's influence. One really cool fact about this movie is director Jeff Fowler was actually involved in the original Shadow the Hedgehog video game, animated 20 years ago to the day. And it's really cool what a full circle moment this is. And we could see in some scenes his influence directly, as you can see some really similar shots from the game compared to the movie. Number 7. Tails gets beaten up. Tails, for one reason or another, gets his ass kicked by Shadow in several different medias throughout the years, and it's unclear why, but it's funny to watch. Number 7. Tom is now promoted and Wade called it in the Knuckles show. For us, it's quite clear that some time had passed in the movie since the last one, because if you look, Dr. Eggman's hair has grown so long, but also the fact that Tom is now part of Gun, and Wade actually says this indirectly in the Knuckles show about how a friend works for Gun. Nice foreshadowing. Chia Garden in Japanese. In one of the scenes where they seem to be in a chow themed restaurant, the Japanese sign literally translates to Chia Garden. A neat reference to SA2 again. The Akira Slide. Shadow performs the Akira Slide on the side of a building, referencing to the 1988 anime movie with the same name. Finally, the final thing you may have missed in the Sonic movie 3 trailer. Amy is not going to be in the movie. Get over it.